Welcome to FCRB TV, and we've got a few things to talk about today. As some of the World Cup rosters, the big nations, their squads have been released, and there's some stuff to talk about there. And also, word on the street at the very moment is that Unai Emery is going to be the new manager of my beloved Arsenal. That is big news. I personally am happy about it. If it is true, if it does come to fruition, I think it's a decent selection. I wanted Allegri, but that wasn't going to happen because you know how our front office is. They're they're really standoffish about having powerful managers who will demand a lot in terms of transfer kitty and so on, and they don't want to have to deal with it. And I do like the fact that Unai Emery has emerged as the top man now, ahead of Arteta and Vieira and Henry and Nagelsmann of Hoffenheim, I believe, and that's because all those guys that I just mentioned, they're all young managers. I mean, Arteta's 36. I'm 36. Not saying that age, like Arteta's too young, but it's like it's a massive job, and he hasn't been a boss anywhere before. I think he's got to go cut his teeth somewhere else as a main man there. Whether it's somewhere like a Fulham or Swansea just went down, go take the Swansea job and bring him back, something like that. But you can't come and try to manage the Arsenal. Nah, it's too big of a job. So if this is true and Unai Emery is the man, I'm with it because he was quite successful at Sevilla. Won the Europa League, I think, 3 times. They played some good, attractive football, and I think they will be able to attract players who would want to play under his tutelage. You know what I mean? So I think that's great news. Um, Again, it's better than I didn't want Brendan Rodgers. I didn't want. Who else do they think? Oh, they talked about people like Eddie Howe and things like that. Don't want that. I'll take Unai Emery. I think he's a good manager. He's going to get us playing well, and I think he will get us Champions League. I think he'll get us Champions League. I think he'll get us into the second half of the year in terms of like January, February, where we usually capitulate. I think he will get us to that point where we might, hold serve for a while and have a good finish. I think in time he could get us to contending for the league, but definitely I think right off the bounce he's gonna get us Champions League. We might go ahead and win the Europa League. So I think that he's a quite good selection, and I'm honestly kind of surprised that Gazidis and Co were to have him in and are leaning towards making him the boss because they don't trust them, and I don't think that they really care about football like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that they care. So for them to want to bring in Unai Emery, that's quite fantastic. So on that front, I'm happy about it. And I'm looking forward to the official announcements. And the summer should be exciting. And with the World Cup going on, and we're just gonna. That's my segue right into the World Cup because we talked about the rosters that have just been released. So to get right into it, Roberto Martinez is the manager of Belgium. Don't know how he got the job because he was at Everton and they weren't really doing nothing anyway. They were just steadily going down the table. That's why they sacked him. Yeah, they sacked him for that. He gets a job. He gets the managerial position at Belgium, and now they've released their 28-man provincial roster. So that means 5 more guys are going to get released before. No, 6 more guys. 6 more guys. 6 more guys are going to get released before the World Cup begins in Russia. So 6 more guys are going to get let go. And Regin Nainggolan of Roma is not one of the 28 players selected. How can that be? Are you kidding me? Even Trevor Noah knows that my man Nainggolan should be in the 22. Talk about 28. And he says, Roberto Martinez says, Reggie Nainggolan was not selected due to my tactical preferences. Bruh, you ain't got no tactics. If you are picking a 22-man roster to represent Belgium, and at this present moment, Reggie Nainggolan is not one of those 22 players, you don't have any tactics anyway, bro. You can't. I don't understand how he could not pick this man. I don't know what he's doing. But instead, he picked Nasser Chadli. He picked Marouane Fellaini. Come on, man. He picked who else? Eden Hazard's little brother. Can't even say his first name. It's like Thongan or something like that. He picked that dude. There's another guy on the roster. I don't even know who the central midfielder is. I mean, I don't even know who he is. I don't know. I can't pronounce his name. But bro, this is criminal. Criminal. This omission could be the end of Belgium. They go from dark horses to someone who gets knocked out in the group stage or in the second round. You know what I mean? Did he not watch the Champions League? Did he not see what Reggie was doing for Roma? I don't understand. This is unacceptable. I'm thoroughly disappointed in Roberto Martinez, and I don't believe in Belgium anymore with this selection. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You can't defend it. If I was the president of Belgium, I'd get on the phone and be like, get me Roberto Martinez on the phone. Yeah, and I'd be like, Roberto, what are you doing? What are you doing? Why is Reggie not on the team? It's a personal vendetta, man. He doesn't like Reggie as a character, as a person. It's not about football. Because if it was about football, Reggie's in the squad. You know what I'm saying? There's no question. You know what I mean? And there's another guy we're going to talk about with the same situation that I've got to really, because I'm starting to wake up now. And I've got to really express myself in this situation, man. Because when it comes to winning World Cups, as long as you didn't kill anybody or you didn't extort any money from somebody, you know what I'm saying? You should be all right. You get what I'm saying? Because this is about winning the World Cup. You have to pick the 22 best players for your nation. Okay? And for Reggie Nainggolan to not be in the 22 or the 28 for Belgium and then trim it down to 22, you don't know what you're doing, boss. You don't know. You can't even handle champ manager. You got you managing Belgium. Craziness. Another situation. Argentina. They have made this selection. I'm not sure if it's a provincial or it's a full 22, the final 22. But my man Mauro Icardi was left off. Come on, man. Let Messi get some help. Higuain is done. How many opportunities are you going to give Higuain? They've given Higuain 3 major tournaments. And all Higuain likes to do... 4! Is it 4? It's 3. It's 3. I'm sorry, it's 3. Because, no, man. Is it 4 or 3? Because, wait a minute. 2010 he messed up. Right? 2010 he messed up? Nah. He played in 2010, but he didn't do anything. He played in 2010, didn't do anything. Then he had the Copa Americas, didn't do anything. Oh, he missed penalties. He missed chances to score. Then 2014, in the World Cup final against Germany, Higuain was missing again. And he's still in the squad now. And you don't pick Mauro Icardi? Come on, man. And we all know why they don't want to pick Mauro Icardi. Because this man had relations with Maximiliano Lopez's ex-wife. Well, wife now, who is his ex-wife. But here's the thing. Juana Nera, she is now married to Icardi. I'm not condoning what Mauro did. But what I'm telling you is if I was Argentinian, if I was the coach, if I was Sampaoli, I'd be like, look, bruh, You can't come to my house because you might try to steal my wife. But I bet you, you know one thing though. You're gonna be in that national team because you're gonna score some goals for us so we can win the World Cup. Messi needs this dude, man. So for now, again, it's personal reasons again. Personal reasons why we're not going to see Reggie Nangalan and Mauro Icardi, two of the stars of the Serie A, not in the World Cup because managers have beef off the field. Are you serious? Can we be adults here? And this thing with Icardi, it's been years now. The guy is married to the woman. He's married to her. You know what I mean? Okay, the way he got her wasn't kosher, but look here. I don't care what he did in his personal life. Does he bang G's in the box? Yes, he does. He scores golazos. And what does Argentina need? Golazos. And what does Messi need? Somebody to help him score golazos. So therefore, those are the criteria that need to be answered to make a selection to find out who's in the team. And I tell you what, Mauro Icardi should have been in that team more so than Gonzalo Higuain. Gonzalo Higuain is old. He's a little chubby now. Gonzalo, I ain't got no beef, bruh, but you done had your tournament time. It's time to just go chill. You just won the Scudetti again with Juve. I think that's your first. You won it twice now, didn't you? Yeah, you won it twice, I think. So go enjoy that, and it should be Mauro Icardi. So now Mauro Icardi is not in there, which is crazy to me. So that's two stars we're gonna miss at the World Cup, with their nations being there, due to managers making bad decisions. The other two that I'm going to talk about, or the other three, I don't think are too big. We're going to go to the defending world champions, Germany, and theirs came out about a week ago. And Mario Götze, the guy who scored the winner in Brazil against Argentina to win the World Cup for Germany, did not make the squad. And Andre Schürrle, the man who assisted the goal that won it for the Germans, is not in the squad. Though that's a little eye opening, but at the same time, that these aren't that big of a decision because Germany's loaded and they've got other guys coming through. Julian Draxler's gonna have a bigger role in this tournament. He didn't really play in 2014. He'll have a bigger role, Julian Draxler. Timo Werner is going to be there. Timo Werner's new. He's young. He's hungry. I think Timo's going to score like 4 or 5 goals this tournament. He's going to be nice. He's going to be a problem for Germany. I mean, it's going to be a problem that's going to help Germany give people problems. In the sense that, listen, he's going to be like Gerd Müller. He's going to score like he might be the Golden Boot winner. He might be because this little boy is nice. So when you say Götze's not going to come and Schürrle's not coming, you're getting people like Draxler, who's going to get more minutes. Timo Werner's going to get more minutes. So they're good. But meanwhile, Argentina is not bringing one of their most prolific and talented young strikers to bring in an old, balding, chubby guy that has already had four attempts and done nothing. So that's another squad list that was quite interesting. But again, you can never really question the Germans because I guarantee that they will be in the semifinals, at least the semifinals. Then now we're going to move over to the French. My man Didier Deschamps. He has left out Anthony Martial. He also left out Johan Cabaye, Morgan Schneiderlin. Who else is a big one that he left out? Bakayoko was left out from Chelsea. There's another lad. I can't think of it right now. My man from Arsenal, Lacazette, did not make it. But if you think about it, I understand Lacazette not making it because, excuse me, when you have Olivier Giroud who is banging G's, and Olivier Giroud is even better for the national team than he is for club, and he just had a good end of the season with Chelsea. You have Antoine Griezmann, yes, you know what I'm saying? So, let me see here. Let's see. So, Antoine Griezmann, yes. And then, what was I going to say? You know who else is also missing is Dimitri Payet did not make the squad either. So um, that's quite interesting in regards to the French squad. I think that I mean N'Golo Kante is there. He will play alongside Pogba or something like that. But they still should make a good run. I would have liked to have seen Martial there, but Martial got messed up because Mourinho was messing him up. So when Mourinho was messing him up at United and he wasn't getting proper time and getting his confidence built up, Didier Deschamps doesn't have the time to take a player who is damaged mentally a little bit in terms of not full of confidence. You know what I'm saying? So those are some big omissions with the French team. Um, so you also go over to the Spanish side, and their omissions are big names, but they're so talented like the Germans that it doesn't make a difference. Alvaro Morata doesn't make it, but he didn't have a good club season all year. Um, so that's not a surprise. Fabregas is kind of old, didn't make it. Bellerin, of course, should make. He's not good enough. We see enough of him at Arsenal. Um, who else did not make it? Marcos Alonso did not make it. Surprise! But Marcos Alonso does not play like a real Spanish guy anyway. You know what I'm saying? He's alright. You know what I mean? He's alright. He should have taken Italian citizenship and played left back for them. Um, who else? Who else did the Spanish not take that might garner some attention? Nah, I think that's it, right? There was somebody else. They said like Mark Botcher didn't make it, but Botcher was never gonna make it. I just looked at it too, but no, nobody really. No, nobody like Pedro is kind of old now. They've got guys to replace him, so Spain's still gonna be nice. They're still gonna be real good. So that's who they missed. That's who they omitted on. And then here's another big one too. One that I try to talk to my mates about, but some of them don't care. Some of them felt it was no big deal. But listen up here, man. This is a big one. England, you guys made a big mistake not bringing John Joe Shelby. How do you not select John Joe, huh? Southgate, Gareth, how do you not select John Joe? Who's going to string passes from deep for you? Who? Eric Dyer? Come on, man. No. He's not a better passer than John Joe. John Joe needed his chance. And this is what England does all the time. They always want to pick guys from big clubs, whether it's Chelsea, United, Man City. How did Fabian Delph get in the team? You serious? Fabian Delph didn't even play midfield all year. And he's not going to play left back for you, is he? Well, maybe, I don't know. But I doubt that, man. That spot that Delph took, that's John Joe Shelby's spot, man. And here's the thing. You didn't take Jack Wilshere. Fair enough. Okay, fine. And I'm an Arsenal guy. But you want to take Jack. That's fine. But, bruh, you got to take John Joe. Seriously? Without John Joe in there, who's the string puller for you? Who's going to be making things happen? John Joe Shelby is a modern-day Paul Gascoigne. And y'all didn't take him? Come on, man. That one really makes me mad. The Reggie Nangolan, John Joe Shelby, and equally Maury Carty. Those three omissions right there, that's got me real tight. John Joe should have been in the squad, bro. John Joe, oh man, John Joe. Can you imagine if you're playing, they want to play a 3-5-2 England, yeah? So let's say they've got Pickford in goal. Now don't kill me if I pick Pickford. I don't really know. The three goalkeepers they've got, they're all kind of like the same. So Pickford in goal, you can change that if you want to. Then the three in the back, you're going to have, it's tough. It's tough because you're going to have Kyle Walker as the right center back. You can't go with John Stones at center back because he's nerve-wracking, yeah? And you're going to go with Maguire. Maguire's kind of slow. My boy Sean don't like Maguire. So you guys pick your own back three. But in the five-man midfield, you're gonna have maybe Danny Rose and Trippier, right? Let's just say that for fun. Danny Rose and Trippier, yes. Then are you gonna play underneath the two strikers? You're gonna play Raheem with what's his name? Eric Dyer and Jordan Henderson. Oh my God. See, that's where you need to take out Jordan Henderson. You put in John Joe. So then you have John Joe spraying from deep. What's his name? Raheem Sterling running around in the middle. Then you got Harry Kane up front with, or you could put what's his name? What's that? The little sly kid who kicks people on the low. Um, what's his name? Dele Alli. Yeah, the little dirtbag from Tottenham. Yeah, so he can play the 10 underneath Raheem Sterling and Harry Kane. With John Joe playing the 8, and then the 6 would have been, um, what's my man's name? Eric Dyer. That would have been ill right there. But now you got Jordan Henderson playing. Come on, man. England gonna be out. They could have been a darker. They could have been like Belgium, but both of them missing out on Reginald Golan and John Joe Shelby. That put y'all out. Out. That's like playing Fellaini and Jordan Henderson. Come on, they're done, man. They blew it. So that's where I'm at with that. Not happy with those 3 omissions. Reginald Golan, Maury Carty, and John Joe Shelby. I guess I'll come back again as they get some of those little friendlies before the tournament starts. 24 days till it starts. It's going to be exciting. Yeah, so we'll see what else goes on. Again, Unai Emery looks like he's going to be the new gaffer. I'm excited about him. He's got my backing. I would have backed Arteta as well. We've got to back whoever we get because it just would be stupid not to. So, but I am excited about Unai Emery. More excited than any of the other candidates that if it wasn't going to be Allegri, because Allegri was a guy I wanted. Allegri. But not getting Allegri, but Unai Emery, I'm with you. Amigo, I'm with you. So, yeah, so that's where it is right there. FC Red Mike's have training this evening, so I'm trying to rest up before that. But I wanted to get on and talk about Roberto Martinez messing it up for Reginald Golan and messing it up for Belgium. When Belgium get knocked out, and it's going to be because they missed Reginald Golan, this man's already he's about to get fired. He's on a ticking time bomb. Oh, man, what a dummy. But, yeah, so let me know what you think of my little rant here about the squads and Unai Emery going to Arsenal. Hit the like button, share with your homies. Hit me up. Let's talk footy, man. All right? I know what I'm talking about. And if you don't think I know what I'm talking about, let me know so we can argue about it. All right? All right? So, yeah, FCRB TV. Ciao.